Beginning with, TV3 has gathered that the Global Fund has expressed its displeasure with the ongoing situation regarding the non-clearance of its donor-funded essential health commodities at the country's port for over a year. The fund, at the just-ended World Health Summit in Geneva, sent a strong signal to the Ghanaian delegation that it may sever ties with the country if the commodities are not cleared as a matter of urgency. Here's a report by Sarah Pencrow.
The delay in clearing the medications has been attributed to the government's inability to provide funding to cover the cost of ECOWAS and African Union levies on the drugs. These crucial commodities from the Global Fund, aimed at supporting HIV, TB and malaria programs, have been sitting at the port since May last year, causing increasing concern, with some civil society organizations threatening to demonstrate. Stakeholders for months have warned that the country may run out of antiretroviral and other critical medications. Our checks reveal the country is experiencing imminent shortages of TB and HIV drugs at health facilities. Concerns have also been rife as Ghana risks not receiving further supplies of essential medical commodities if challenges in the clearance of donor commodities at the ports persist.
We have impressed upon government as hard as we can, but it looks like government is simply not interested. Government is simply not listening. And at this point, we just don't know what to do again. Some will be expiring in early first quarter 2025. So we're going to have a situation where a lot of the commodities will go unused. You are given medications, you fail to use them, and then when they expire, you still go back to the same donor and ask for money to dispose of the medicines. It doesn't speak well of us as a country.
According to the interim chairman of the country coordinating mechanism, the Global Fund has threatened to take a drastic decision.
Since the establishment of Global Fund in 2002, this is the first time they are witnessing such a situation. The Global Fund is very much worried about this situation. So they told the health minister that if the commodities are not cleared, they are going to severe ties with Ghana because they have run out of excuses to their donors when they ask them about what is happening in Ghana.
Though the government maintains the containers of drugs at the port have been cleared, the Global Fund country coordinating mechanism says otherwise.
So what we are told is that after waiving the taxes, there were some third-party charges that amounted to about 7 million Ghana cedis. And so we negotiated with the Global Fund and asked them if they can support us with some payment. So they did. The expectation is that it will trigger the clearing of the goods. The last meeting we had with the grant manager in Geneva during the World Health Assembly, in the words of the grant manager, this is an existential issue. They are intending to sever relationships, but they are only hanging on because of the people of Ghana.
Meanwhile, Presidential Advisor on Health, Dr. Anthony Siasari, has reassured the government's commitment to clear the commodities at the port, though he's unable to give a timeline.
It's an unfortunate situation. We are still working on it. Because if you leave things in the port for a long time, it will create damages. That's where the problem is. We are finding a solution to it. Anybody who is listening to me that is supposed to do something about it should just sign the paper and let us move on and clear all of them from the port.
Stakeholders remain frustrated, and government seems to have no clue about the situation, as the lives of patients who depend on the drugs for survival remain in the balance. Sarah Pencrow, TV3 News, Accra.